All right, guys. Hey, so I get asked quite often about ghillie suit construction, and so I figured I'd go ahead and knock out a little quick video just to show you how I do mine. This is assuming you already have a base layer completed. Today I'm gonna be doing this tactical concealment Cobra hood, and these I really like these. I think the skill on how to build a ghillie suit is important, and you should know it, as such as like how to attach whatever tie-down points you want on a base layer. But I can't make a ghillie suit better than the guys over at Tactical Concealment can. So if you're running a ghillie suit in any kind of a professional manner, like a military sniper or law enforcement or whatever you're doing where your life might depend on it or not being compromised, and you want a ghillie suit to hold up through your entire career, I recommend just buying one. They're kind of expensive, but you have one ghillie suit for your entire career that'll last and hold up. I really like this one. This is the one I use through sniper school. This is another Tactical Concealment. And this is kind of what a finished product of what we're gonna be doing today will kind of look like. So you have the tie downs with the jute in there as well. This is the full-blown jacket. This isn't just a Cobra hood. What you're gonna need is you're gonna need some jute. I have some small, the standard ply jute on these, and also have some of the larger, I think they're called dreadlocks. I'm gonna blend the two together, kind of make a different texture. You're gonna need some paracord for tie downs, and you're going to need some scissors to do some cutting, and you're going to need a lighter to burn the ends of the paracord. And know that jute is very flammable, so you might want to burn your tie downs before you put them in a ghillie suit, so you don't risk catching your whole ghillie suit on fire after you've already garnished the whole thing. So the way this comes out of the package, it's going to be very long. That's too long. You want to be applied to your ghillie suit. You're going to want about this length right here. So what you do, take a bundle, it'll be like this, snip the little tie down off, and then you cut it completely in half. And now that you got it cut in half, it will be the length you want, and you're going to take a section of it, and when you apply it to your suit, your paracord, you're going to make a loop, stick it under, pass it through onto itself, and you'll pull to tighten. So this way you have the loop part down, facing downward, and so when you're stalking and you get snagged on stuff, it will tighten itself. The jute will tighten itself, versus if you tie like a regular granny knot or anything like that, if it snags on anything, it will begin to loosen up over time, and you'll leave a trail of jute all over the place, and then your suit will obviously not have that 3D dimension you want. You can apply jute first if you want, or paracord. I kind of like doing the paracord first, so I can kind of see where I have them at, so I can kind of see, where I need them at. Like this one, this suit, you can tell it still needs, quite a few tie downs. I like having a lot of tie downs on mine because I'm real big on natural veg. The textbook answer is 70-30. 70% natural veg, 30% garnish from a ghillie suit. So when you make your tie downs, you don't want them short. You want them tall enough to where you can actually apply veg to them and reuse them over and over again. So what I do is I cut it about a little over a foot long, about 18 inches. I gut them just to make it a little easier to tie. Then you burn the ends of it. It's a little windy out here, so all right, that's to keep it from unraveling, and it'll hold it together over time. And it may still get messed up over time, and you may have to reburn them, whatever. For these, what I like to do is I'll do the same kind, I think it's called a clove hitch, where I'll put it through to itself like that. That way it's got something on there, and then I'll still just tie it in a knot, just to kind of be a little extra, and I'll still tie it, and then square knot it off, and now you got your veg tie on that. And that's about how long you want it. You go overboard with these if you want. You can. You're probably not going to have too much of this. I mean, you're always going to need to put something here, there, whatever, and that'll make it a little bit easier. If you the more you have, the better. I always put more of these than these. This helps, but you'll see, especially when you first make it, before you wash it, you may want to add a few more of these because they're going to wear out over time whenever you weather your suit and you do your ghillie wash. And then over time, through different stalks and lanes will wear out. And so these usually stay pretty good. So when you first initially make your suit, it's okay to put a little extra one of these. But as over time, and you kind of realize like how much you need and don't need, or you can kind of trim some of this out and add some just where you need them. Another thing to remember when you're applying jute and other garnish to your ghillie, what you want to do is you want to break up that human outline of that, where the head and shoulders meet. So if you're going to do extra, add a little extra here and around here. You don't have to worry so much about like, down here and all that. Obviously you want to cover as much as you can and make it, where it's got that good dimension all over the place, but you're going to want to focus mostly on this head and shoulder areas here. Now you can see the obvious difference between a weathered ghillie suit on the left and a non-weathered one on the right. And I'm going to go wash this suit on the right now, and so you can see the importance of actually washing and breaking it in. If you look, there's still areas such as here, and even on this suit that more broke in, that doesn't have complete jute covering everything. That's where you add veg ties in. That's where those become important. So now I'm going to go wash this suit and hang it up and to dry. So you want to get it wet and muddy. I am not going to stalk with this, or I'm not going to ghillie wash this and get around and crawl around on it. But you get the point. You kind of get it wet, mix it around. And for those of you who have not been to sniper school yet, and if you plan on going, the day after ghillie wash is the stalk, and your suit will not be dry, and your first stalk is going to be in a ridiculous, disgusting, wet suit from the stalk. This is some good stuff right here. All right, here's the finished product, just drying in the sun. You notice that bright light tan jute has now been dyed darker brown, so it's going to blend better, and it's going to retain a lot of that darkness when it's dyed, and that color, that darker drab color, more earth tones, and that bright shiny jute when it first came to the factory. All right guys, I hope y'all liked the video. Hope you learned something. Let me know what you think. I'm terrible at making videos, probably my second video I'm making, but I hope the information was at least decent for you. Hit me up in a comment or a DM if you need anything else, have any questions, anything else, or any other videos you might want from me. All right, guys, appreciate it.